See y'all live and in person here at the state capitol here in Hartford, Connecticut. It looks like they're doing a little construction and stuff, sidewalks, and whatnot. I figure why not be a good place to start and talk a little recovery at the state capitol, right? Especially for season of getting non-profit funding, which they already went through. We usually do that in springtime, people looking for recovery and places they can go, a lot of nonprofits, and that's hopefully along the lines what I want to start up as my coaching business for Big Joe Recovery. Finding your way, creating your path. Finding your way in your journey here, creating your journey, find your path, find what works for you. Recovery is a new way to live. I talk with my hands, so don't mind me. I want to introduce myself, tell you a little bit about me. My name is Joe. First and foremost, I am a person in recovery, which I never thought would have ever been possible. But life would not be what it is today if it wasn't for recovery. And I'm glad I found another way to live, to be the best version of myself for today. And that's all I can do is give back to the next person. So they don't have to be living on them park benches for almost 2 years. There's people that have been out here for a lot longer than that. But also in and out of institutions and not liking places like the state capitol is what they ever do for me, But that's my fault. I gotta take my accountability and responsibility for the things I've done. And that was active addiction. So I do anything and everything to get that next fix, that next hit. It wasn't just alcohol, it was cocaine as well, and sometimes whatever you could get your hands on at times, no discrimination against drugs. There were certain things I didn't want to touch, but ended up finding a way somehow. Pills, ecstasy, Molly, all that stuff, what I normally wouldn't do. That starts in the mind. Success starts in the mind. And that's where we're at today. Working on being more successful, setting goals. It's little by little, baby steps for me. Sometimes we say it's one day at a time. That's what we say in AA and NA. But sometimes it's 1 minute, 1 second sometimes. 1 second at a time, 1 minute at a time, 1 hour at a time. Then 24. We add those 24 up. Another 24. I'm clean for today. And what we say is just for today. My favorite slogan. And it goes everywhere with me. Just for today. That's the key to success. You gotta start somewhere. I know when we're broken, battered down from addiction, and it's something different to find your way. And we all recover differently. There is no right or wrong way to recover either. You find what works for you. Then you eventually get to the clean and serene for multiple years. Going on 3 years next month. November 11. 11/11/21 is my clean date. So a little over a month, and what a proud feeling that is, you know what I'm saying? It's just wonderful to be here and share a little bit about what's going on. My life started in addiction as a 14-year-old when I first really started dipping into it. My first drink was at 8 at my aunt's wedding. Going around, hitting all the tables with the leftover champagne flutes, knocking them back. Me and one other little girl, and it's crazy. I don't remember much of it. I've seen it on the videos, the VHS tapes. But I grew up with a family of drinkers, and I thought that was the norm. Just on the weekends, go to your aunt's house or go to your grandparents' house. People are knocking them back, popping them shots, drinking them beers. I thought that was normal, I thought every family did that. It's not the case. I have a little girl myself. She's 14 right now, so it just thinks of when I started. And I'm glad she sees the recovery side of me now. You know, 11/11/21 is when I went into prison. Well, 11/10. 11/11 is when I made the conscious decision to say, all right, I'm going to change my mindset. I'm going to get right because I keep falling into that same hole, that pothole every time. I got to do something different. The insanity behind it. Oh, man, hallelujah. Thanks to my higher power, who I choose to call God, my understanding. Someone's always stood by me. You know, someone or something, entity, whatever it may be, whatever God is to me. I call him he. That's what I call him, but that's for me. You know, it's not. It is what it is. He's been by my side through jail, through homelessness, through when I bought a house. Yes, I owned a house at one point. So I was successful. And it's about, I think, Big Joe Recovery, you find the big you. It started with me. And I want to give a lot of my testimony for someone else to maybe find something that they can find the big you. So whatever your name may be, the big Melissa, the big Jason, the big Kevin, the big Jen, the big whoever, you know. Find the big you. And it's big as the whole aura, the whole inside and out, you know what I'm saying? And if I could tell anybody one thing, just for today spells try. The last two letters, T-R-Y. Just try. If you fall down, get back up, you know? It's not going to be peaches and cream. It's really not. It's going to be hard. Relapse is part of a lot of people's story. You know, I've never really looked for real recovery before until this time around, but I've been introduced to it, you know, in and out of prison. 4 times was a charm for me, not 3, 4 times. I'm lucky to be standing here talking to y'all with all the shit I didn't get in trouble for, you know. I'm very thankful for that. And it's nice to be on this side of the fence. You know, helping others, giving back is my favorite thing to do. Because helping give back, you know, keeps me clean. There goes the officer right there. Boom. I don't have to run away from cops no more either. Go figure that one out, right? Oh man, he's always hiding from them, driving dirty. Then you lose a car because addiction, you know, on foot patrol. Can't even afford to take the bus. You know it all, been through it all, seen it all. To an extent. There are a lot of things I have not seen, but I hear the stories as a recovery coach. I'm a certified recovery coach now. Shout out to C-Car, where they really got me to find me so I could do this Big Joe recovery to help others. You know, still very much in tune with C-Car. Our recovery walk is September 28th, Saturday, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Right here in Bushnell Park, right here, where the state capitol is. I think there's higher power talking to me right there. That's funny. But, yeah. I just show up for this thing called life and recovery now. And just helping the next person, because it helps me. You got to meet people where they're at. And sometimes I wish I was met where I was at. But there were signs thrown to me. I just ignored them because I wasn't ready. You're only going to get recovery if you're ready. You know, you might get glimpses like previously when I went to a sober house. I started doing good after I got off the streets with the help of others. You know, I was very, very scared of asking for help. You can't be scared of that. You gotta be able to ask some questions, even if they sound stupid. Just ask away, you know what I'm saying? And, yeah. Where's everybody at? Ain't nobody live today, huh? It's all good. Sometimes it only takes, it's the message that's what matters. Sending the message out. You know. Sometimes it only takes one word for somebody to hear, and sparks goes off like a light bulb. You know. And going back to prison for that 4th time, that saved my life. I knew I had to change, and my daughter's, she told me, I didn't talk to her for the first 10 months I was in prison, because I had no way to contact her. All I had was my mother was the only one I talked to, and it was rough, trying to make this change on my own, but I didn't do it on my own. I did it with my higher power. He was with me when I made that change, mindset change, and then things started coming in, programs. I got into the Bible. I got my Bible the first week. Started, reading in there, getting some of the word. And then also, finally got some AA meetings. And, we were still COVID going on there. So a lot of shit was locked down. So it took till I transferred up to Brooklyn. After I got out of the county, I did almost a year in Hartford, HCC right here in Hartford County. And then moved up the way to Brooklyn. 6-man cubes. I always gotta stay humble. I stay humble. Remember where I came from. Yeah, I'm back on the road. I'm paying outrageous car insurance, but it's all right. You got the mindset. Always take that negativity, turn it into a positive. Oh, I pay $350 car insurance. So what? You got car insurance. Yeah, only one company will take you. I'll take it. You got to work where you're at. It's going to get better. Trust the process. Everything gets better. Little by little. I can tell you that because it's living proof. I'm not the only one. Numerous people that I know are being successful. Shout out to my boy Cito. He works with me at my place. We at the Pond House Cafe, and he's working on big things. I can't spoil his plans. Only he can do that. But love my boy Louie. Cito. Big things. We came out about the same time, went to the same halfway house. He's doing his own thing, got his own apartment, I chose to do the sober living route, after I left the halfway house, the HTH. Shout out to CPA for getting me grounded and helping me better myself, getting me passes. I didn't cry about, they won't give me a pass to go here. Suck it up. What can you do better? And try to be better to get that pass the next time. Ask those good questions. Always ask those good questions. It takes time to build trust. So you got to build trust with your counselors and the people around you. You start building that trust. I started going to CCAR every single day for the first 2.5 months, almost 3 months, to get my recovery right. So CCAR, Connecticut Community for Addiction Recovery, there's a center here in Hartford, and there's 8 of them throughout the state, in various towns. If y'all need help, shout out in the comments. I'll help you find a center near you. It's a recovery center. So we do recovery activities there. All recovery meetings, which, are not AA or NA type meetings. It's its own all recovery meeting with, topic discussion and talk about what's really going on, because it goes deeper beyond the drugs and alcohol after we put that down and start working on ourselves. But our lives start to come back. And I think that's the biggest fears and triggers that a lot of people have. You start getting things, you start getting the job, you're doing your meetings, you're feeling good about yourself. People are noticing that you're doing well. You can't let it get to your head. You can't, it's dangerous. And you got money in your pocket. It's nice to have money in your pocket, but you gotta save, learn to invest. There's the 8 dimensions of wellness, trying to do what's good for you financially, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, occupationally, environmental, making sure that you don't litter. Don't drop this can, put it in the garbage, in the recycle bin. You see a wrapper on the floor, Pick it up if you're walking by. Just think, small little things like that you do in your daily life will increase your life overall substantially. And with that, let me tell you something. When I started doing these little things, like picking up the little trash wrappers, I used to throw my wrappers out my car window. I took the bus for the first year I got out of jail. Then I started paying car insurance. 4 months before I even had the car, I was working on getting a car. It fell through, but I did not let it hinder me. Most people say, oh shit, you couldn't get the title from New York, blah, blah, blah. I did everything they told me to do, and they still shot me down. After I sent them all the paperwork, it's like a 3-4 month process. And then they finally kiboshed it and said, nah, you live in Connecticut, we're not giving you a title. It's a long, long story, but took 3 deep breaths. Shout out to Kelvin Young. Sound Healing helped me tremendously. Every other Wednesday at CCAR, 6:45. Come on down and check us out. Actually, this Wednesday we're having it. Come on down. Check us out. And let's see. But the little things in life, and then as I was nearing leaving the halfway house, they actually have a sober house that was through them, and I asked multiple times if I can get in there instead of looking at other sober. I was looking at other sober houses and wherever I could go, so I could just get myself together, save a couple dollars, get my ground game, and just get life back on track. And I had no problem living in a sober house because you know what? I was committed. My previous times I tried to do things, they weren't for me. I wasn't ready. So I wasn't going to be successful. And I knew that because I had reservations that I wanted to drink and stuff like that. But today, I just want to keep getting better and better and better. And that's what I do. I have daily maintenance that makes that happen. So now I have a full-time job at the Pound House where I'm the property manager now. Property manager from a dishwasher. I'd start at the bottom, like anything else. Been there a year and a half. Been at recovery from CCAR. Became a recovery coach. I do that another 20 hours a week. A little less now because I have another part-time job as well. Where my boy Mark, shout out to you, appliance gig, where I work on all kinds of appliances, but mainly I specialize in the Iceman. I specialize in ice machines. Taking them apart, fixing them, cleaning them, sanitizing them, all that type of stuff. And also, Big Joe Recovery, my own business I'm working on. I want to find another tool, like the multiple pathways we say at Sika. This is another pathway of recovering. You can find your way, not my way, your way, how to recover. And just tremendous opportunities keep arising. Just doing the volunteer route first was able for me to get a job, start saving money, go to a sober house, learn how to apply all my money management skills again, getting back in my daughter's life fully, taking the bus to go pick her up on the weekend, to go sightseeing and hiking and different state parks all over. Dinner, because we can, not just any lame Taco Bell or Burger King. No, nothing against them at all, but I gotta make up for my daughter. We're gonna do something nice. We try all new different restaurants all over the state. We do big things. And I can do that today. Before in the past, I couldn't do that. I remember used to telling my daughter we can't even go to the corner store and get a bag of chips and a soda. Because I would have to go to the liquor store and get liquor. Selfish. They gotta drop the selfish act. You really do. Changing your attitude. Attitude matters. Coming off negative, it's going to rub off negative. Come off positive, it's a little harder to get people on a positive train. But if you keep it up continuously and they keep seeing you, they know you positive. I always got my slogans on. Trust the process. Success starts in the mind. Just for today. Faith over fear. One day at a time. Keep it simple, stupid. Small things like that, because sometimes that's what we got to do. Dumb things down. And I'm all right with that. It's a lot for me to retain some stuff now once in a while. But I keep at it. Lots of reading. Lots and lots of reading. Self-help books. Anything informational. YouTube's great. Seeing these motivational guys. David Goggins, Jocko, E.T., Eric Thomas, Xing Heng Yi. Great. Anything that's gonna build you up. Big Joe Recovery. Build you up. That's what I'm here for. Help build you up. Help the people that can't help themselves right now. Phones are available. If you need a state phone, there's resources out there like CPA, The Village, CRT. So many, depending on what town you live in, there's various different ways to get help. Connecting, networking in a positive way. Changing people, places, and things. That was crucial for me. You know, I still got love for some of my homies, but I gotta love y'all from a distance. I just know me. I know how I am. I played this tape. I pressed play before. I know what happens when I get in my own head. You know? And talk about the blessings. So my daughter's back in my life. We just did the Berlin Fair this weekend. You know, Saturday before I went to work. So I got up, and I get up early too. Early routines. Journal, wake up, pray before I leave the bed, wash my ass and face, journal, gratitude journal, grateful all the time. You gotta be grateful. And show up, that gratitude journal. And 3 things that'll make the day great today. You know, and it's usually always helping another person, being humble, being friendly, being kind, and being me, the genuine me. I got character defects. We all do. Some are arrested, some are put away, some I got rid of, but it's always a work in progress. Continue and remain teachable. Yep, that's right. Remain teachable. Remain teachable. Take suggestions. Try things that you never tried before. I do it all the time. I just went on a Ferris wheel first time in my life. I'm scared of heights. And I did it because I was with my daughter and a special lady in my life, and gave me the extra courage to do it. If I was by myself or with my boys, normally I would need an alcoholic drink, not a Red Bull, to get me through and over that. But nah. Yeah. Felt a little like I lost my heart for a minute, but when I got on there, I was good. And then there's a bee's nest. I'm allergic to bees, so figured that one out on the first ride. It's all good though. You know, I conquered that fear. That's why I used to have faith over fear. You'll be just fine. Ain't no doubt about it. Trust the process in everything. If you're taking the right steps forward, you can't be stopped. You gotta have that mentality. You're unstoppable. But you gotta do it right. Your way. It's gonna take time. Look at 3 years and I'm still big work in progress. But this is the thing in recovery. This is a journey of a lifetime of continuing to get better. Continue. Shout out to Phil Valentine, just retired CCAR, executive director. Enjoy your time and continue to be a great person and enjoy your life. You're doing such a great influence in the recovery community, and it's a pleasure and honor to know you, sir. And, Thank you for giving me some guidance and structure. I knew when I took your Recovery Coach Academy last year, 2023, that I'd find my way, because it's about finding the art and science in this recovery coaching. And I recover out loud, and I think that's my thing. And I want to recover out loud with others, because you got to help the next person. I got to help the next person. It's just a small step to getting to the bigger steps. Just like you helped me open up that orange book. Shout out to my boy Canal, who was in there with me as well. Cece, Jacqueline, Melissa, Patrick. So many great people from all over the state alone, and different states. North Carolina, Wisconsin, Green Bay, Wisconsin, California. We had a couple. I think we even had a gentleman from Germany. Amazing. Jorn. I think I'm saying his name right. But yeah. And I gotta do a better job of networking. And then I also can't forget my partner in crime, Natasha. Shout out there. That is excellent CCAR coach, wonderful woman, and a great advocate for us in recovery. And a lot of great people that I know. Tito, Melissa, Brooke, Kathy, Juan, Geraldo, my boy Jovan, y'all seen him a few times. Abby, Kelly, y'all part of my journey. And it makes me want to be better every time. Every day I want to get better, and y'all help me do that in one way or another. That's what it's about. You always maybe forget what somebody says or does, so never forget how they make you feel. That's true. It's got to be open-minded, willing, positive. Because you can learn from other people who experience strength and hope. And that's what we do. Alright, so I'm going to wrap this up for today, my first live one. And maybe I'll come back shortly from another part of Bushnell Park. But I haven't seen anything yet, so hopefully I'm doing this right. If not, we're going to figure it out. Alright? Y'all stay blessed. Keep fighting the fight. You can do this. Trust and believe. One day at a time, one foot in front of the other. Alright. Stay safe, y'all. Nobody's told you today. You're important. You're wanted, you're needed. I got your back if you don't got yours. I truly believe that. Drop them comments. My website's being done up right now. Gotta get the email address popping for that. We'll get it going. So you guys can send me messages more, but just comment in below. Alright. It's been an honor and a pleasure. Glad to be here. You got this. Don't ever give up. Never. Close with this positive affirmation. Some people want it to happen. Some people wish it would happen. Other people's make it happen. Michael Jordan, 23. Shout out.